Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Yeah, cowboy style tonight. So hopefully everybody's doing great. Welcome to Forex Talk Over Beer. So basically, welcome to the new people, and welcome back for the usual followers. Make sure to smash the like button as you come in. We are coming back at it. We took a huge break a couple months ago, and now we're trying to build back the audience. So definitely need your help there. So yeah, for the people that are new, the concept is pretty simple. We're gonna enjoy a nice little drink. Yes, and today we got the cowboy boot glass with the beer, and we're gonna enjoy a nice little drink all together, and we're gonna discuss Forex. So we're gonna break down some trades, and any question you guys have, this is the time to ask. And also gonna give you some trade ideas. And yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Let's go, man. Because today's gonna go fast. Today's gonna go fast. We got a reservation for a nice little country restaurant. So yeah, can't wait to go there. That's why the cowboy hat and the shirt. So I'm all ready, you know. But first thing first, let's crack up the beer, guys. First thing first, let's go. And if you don't have a drink right now, run to the kitchen, go grab one. You know, come back and let's do the official cheers in just a second. Let me pour this thing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh boy. Uh oh. I kind of screwed up on that one. Uh oh. That one's gonna be a lot of foam. But anyways, hey guys, let's do the official cheers in three, two, one. Cheers, guys. All right, this is good. Okay, let's get started. Let's get started, baby. Okay, let's put the screen bigger. Guys, anyone can confirm that the sound is good? I just want to make sure. And don't be shy to say hi. Let me know where you're from. Cheers. There we go. So I guess the sound is good. Let me check here. I just saw the comment pass by. Is that yeah? Okay, Lloyd. Yeah, thank you. Cheers, buddy. Okay, so let's jump into it. Let's remove this here. Oh, oh, god damn. Sorry. Okay, so let's start with the loss. Yeah, let's start with the freaking stupid loss. Where is it? Where was it? Right here. Yeah. AUD USD. Look at this thing, man. Bam. Man, this thing knocked me out. But hey, it's part of the game, right? So you win some, you lose some. The important thing though is when you win, your RR is positive, so it doesn't matter if you lost one trade, two trades. You know, when your RR is like a 3-1, a 4-1, a 5-1, you're good to go. You don't care about losses. You know, you go with the overall winning. Okay, so let's see. Let's take a look on why I was actually taking why I was looking to take that trade. Okay, so first thing first, the weekly is bullish. Okay, so the weekly time frame is bullish. Okay, the daily time frame is was but still the daily time frame is bullish. Okay, and the 4 hour time frame is bearish now, but it was bullish. Okay, so when I took the trade, okay, so let's forget about all this. Okay, so let's forget about all this because this wasn't there, obviously, because I took the trade here. Okay, so the reason why I took the trade is the weekly, the daily, and the 4 hour was bullish. Okay, so when I took it, the 4 hour, like this, and suddenly 4 hour went over here, breaking this resistance, making this 4 hour time frame bullish. Okay, so by that I just need to wait for the time frame to go down. On the lower time frame, I have a switch of structure to go to the upside. Okay, so here, what did I do? I waited on the 30-minute. There we go. Was it a 30-minute? No, 1 hour, I guess. 2 hours. Give me one sec here. No, I guess it was on the 1 hour. Hold on, wait a second. Let me check my journal here on MT4. Where is it? Count this 30. Give me one sec, guys. Bear with me. So AUD USD, I got in at 066,934. So 066,934. I just want to make sure that this is right. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. And I enter at 5:55, but that's the time of the MT4. So that doesn't tell, but it's anyways. It's in it. It's somewhere in here. Just can't recall if I was late and I took it on that candle. Was it on the 15 maybe? Whatever. Okay. Let me see here. Sorry guys, I should have marked it down. Oh, it's right here on this 30-minute candle. Sorry guys. Okay, cool. So anyways, so long story short, as you see, we saw the 4-hour time frame going bullish, and you wait for the potential, higher low to get in the trade. Okay, where and how can you establish there's a higher low potential? There's two things I looked at. Okay, the first thing, if I go back on the 4-hour time frame, I use the fib. Okay, so I use the fib to give me an idea on where this can be. Okay, so right here I was like, all right, great. So we are inside that golden zone. That's excellent. So now, since we're in there, let's go on the 30-minute and see where we have that switch of structure. Okay, so if you look here, you know, it went bullish. It went bullish right here, and what you want is you wait for the pullback, right? So we waited for the pullback on the 4-hour time frame, and here we got our first engulfing. That would be the best entry in all honesty, but I was not awake. Thank God it was like kind of a like little doji here, and we had a nice engulfing here. This is what around 6:30 ish, and this is where I got in. At the opening of this candle right here. Okay, so that was it. I placed up under the structure of that 30-minute time frame, right here, 5 pips under. And unfortunately, this thing just went down. It went in profit, for a little bit, but after that, just crashed on me. And you know what? I had all my confluences, everything was there, and it just didn't play out. It just didn't play out on that one, and it is what it is. Sometimes shit happen. Cheers to that. Unfortunately, let's go check. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so let's go take a look at the trade. Oh yeah, that was the wick out. Okay, so this is another lot. It's 2 weeks. Okay, is that 2 weeks? 2 weeks, or inside of 3 weeks, there's two times I had two losses in a row, and honestly, it's been a while that didn't happen. But hey, it is what it is. Shit happened, but it's okay because last week my winning trade was a 4-1, so it was eating those losses, so it's good. Um, but now this week so far, I'm in drawdown. I'm in drawdown of 2% right now because I lost two, didn't win anything. But that's all good. Overall, in the bunt, we're in the blues, so chilling. Okay, but here what happened. Okay, and this sucks because anyways. But let's go back. I would be getting out anyways because if you see price action, it just went up, right? But let's see the thinking behind that trade. So here, let me go see here. What are the red line for, bro? Just join. Okay, so you wouldn't break that down. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's a good thing. Okay, so the red lines is anything in between those red line is just market structure. Okay, um, so it's just like your lower high and your lower low. Okay, basically, and I identify that on every time frame. So if you go on the daily, you'll see you're gonna get your oops, sorry guys, you're gonna get the same thing here. Okay, so you get your lower high and your lower low. Okay, so it's just easier and make it simple, so you don't have to look for the trend. It's like, oh shit, where was I bearish or bullish on that time frame? So I just like to identify it, and now I kind of change it. Before it was always red. Now I put red for bearish and blue for bullish, so my eyes automatically sees it. So I think it's a little tips that can help, like just being quicker in the chart and just being more clear. Okay, so let's take a look at what was the idea behind that trade. Okay, so USD CHF. Okay, so here we had the first trade, and the second trade wicked us out. Okay, So if you look here, the weekly is bearish. Okay, so let's start with that. The weekly is bearish. Okay, awesome. So once price breaks here, what you want price to retest this area, which was the trade that we took last week or 2 weeks ago. I can remember. And after that, we broke under. We're gonna go see on the daily. This is another area to retest to continue down for continuation. Okay, so let's go check it out. Check out the daily right here. Okay, so once price went under, previous structure, you expect price to come back and retest it. This is exactly the trade of the trade idea that was coming from here. Okay, and we had our resistance here form under here. So I was like, all right, cool. We're still good. We're still good to go down. So we kind of pursue the idea to go down here. And if you look at the 4-hour time frame, here we had our lower high, our lower low, waited for the pullback to enter on the lower high potential on 4-hour. Once we got there, and if you see, this is also, if I'm not wrong, it's also inside our golden zone, exactly right here. Okay, so we had resistance form inside our golden zone between the 50 and the 618. So for me, there was an added confluence. So what I did is I went on the lower time frame. We start with the 2-hour. I didn't enter based on that one, but I can enter based on that one, honestly, because it was beautiful. This, I saw it after entering, and I was like, all right, cool. So we got a 2-hour engulfing. I'm chill. I'm going to bed, but unfortunately, it didn't play out like that. But let's see where I enter exactly. Right here. Was it only 1 hour? Boom, boom, boom. I should take the... Okay, here. Cool. Yes, perfect. Yeah, that was it. So we had our nice engulfing candle right here, So here was our, if we identify this was our lower high and lower low on the 30-minute time frame. So we respected it right here. And we had a nice engulfing candle closing under this minor support. So I was like, this is perfect. I kind of entered on the wick up here because I was not watching the market. I had an alert, and by the time I came to the chart, price was up here. It's like, all right, that's perfect. Let me grab the entry right here. Put stop like 5 pips above this structure. Because if we're going back above this, I was like, nah, trades might be invalid. Okay, which was a mistake because my lower high was right here, but I want to keep it like a smaller stop, and that's what happened. But anyways, I would have been stopped right here no matter what, so that's all good. Yeah, so basically got wicked out. Price went back in profit. I was like, oh shit, this shit sucks. But at the end of the day, price went up here, and I would have been stopped anyways. Again, second time in a row, that confluence was all there. Everything was there. And didn't play out, but that happened, it's really rare, honestly, like twice in a row. Like I said, like in the past 3 weeks, it happened twice. And before that, like I don't even recall when was my last, 2 losses in a row. It's been like probably like many months. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not losing. Trust me, I lose. Like anyone else. But like 2 losses in a row, shit, this shit sucks. But it's all good. Because your RR has to be bigger, and you're good, guys. Cheers. Let's go see here. Lloyd, would you manage that trade, go break even at any point, or do you just win or lose? Okay, so that's a very good question. Okay. I used to move my stop to break even back then. But you know what? It was frustrating because most of the time when price was coming to my break even, my stop loss at break even, it was coming straight back down to my TP or back up to my TP. I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. You need to trust your analysis, trust your style, and you just go with it. Set it, and let it play out. So it's even if it's either I lose or I win. Of course, sometimes, like let's say on Fridays, let's say that my trade is like close to TP, or I don't have enough profit that when market open with the spread I can be taken out. this is where I'm going to be managing my trade, maybe closing in profit or closing at break even, because I don't want it. Because what happened is when market open on Sunday, sometime with spread, just you get wicked out and it just sucks. So that's the only point where I would manage my trade. Or let's say that the higher time frame switch direction. Let's say that we break structure. I'll be like, you know let me take a look, maybe cut risk in half, and let the rest play out. But it's really rare. It has to be very ugly for me to cut it. If not, you know what, I'm entering it, I got my confluence, I accept the risk. It's even I win or I freaking lose. So yeah. But that's a really good question, because I think one of the biggest problem is over managing your trade. You know, when you're over managing your trade, there's two things: you don't have confidence in yourself, or you're gambling. You know, that's the two areas. Just like two areas. If you're so stressed, there's a reason. Why do you want to close that trade? It's just like, if you have your confluence and you're respecting your trading plan and everything's aligned, why should you be stressed? Just let it play out. Just let it play out. And that's just my personal opinion. And again, I'm not saying I'm the best. I will never say that. But this is just my personal view on it. I currently day trade similar to how you used to trade. I'm profitable, but I find it very frustrating. So looking to start to swing trade as you do. Yes. Okay. So that's a good point. I still do some scalping and day trade there and there, but the thing is, I wanted to spend less time on the chart. Okay, so that was the biggest reason why I did switch. And the other reason is, 1 to 1 or 1 to 1.5, just like it's so, I don't know, it's frustrating, because if, let's say, you get one loss, I mean, or two losses in a row, now you gotta win like two or three in a row to be in profit, right? Just, it kind of sucks. So your win ratio has to be super high. At one point, my win ratio was pretty good. Like, I think it was like 80. One student actually calculated. I didn't calculate. It was over 80%, and it was good. It was good. But it just mattered that in 1 month, let's say that you have a bad sequence, it just sucks. It just sucks because you have to do a lot of catch up. And what I found it is, some of my students were super frustrated because when they were having losses, because since when they were winning, it was only a 1 to 1 or a 1.2 to 1 or 1.5 to 1. They were kind of revenge trading or increasing their lot size to catch up on the previous trade that they lost. So I was like, yeah, no, that's, guys, you don't do that. Don't do that. The cool thing with swing trade and even day trade, when you use a bigger RR, let's say a 3 to 1 or 4 to 1 or whatever, man, I mean, you can lose like 2, 3, 4 trades in a row. It doesn't matter. You just got to win one and you're good. So that's released the stress a lot. So, and the funny thing is, in one of the interview that I did on Trading Nut, I was saying that, oh no, man, I would never swing trade. I would never swing trade. It's not for me. Blah 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 blah. It's crazy how, like, as a trader, you evolve. Your trading style evolve. You change. It's like in anything else, I guess. Like, if you're a hockey player or a football player or soccer player or whatever, I guess you evolve and your style evolve and yeah. So, anyways, long story short, uh, yeah, it's I like it. I really like it. 100%. It's hard work. Totally, man. Totally. Okay, so now let's discuss this trade that I just entered before the end of the day. Okay, so let's take a look. This is AUD CAD. Um, AUD CAD, and I just see that someone says, "Hey, show me your MT5." I don't have MT5, but I'll show you my MT4 right here. Boom. All right, so we're running 9.4 pips, nothing crazy, but right here, perfect. Okay, so now the trade idea behind this was that the weekly is bearish. Okay, so the weekly is bearish. If you see, this is our lower high, this is our lower low, and okay, cool. So now we're about to create a lower low, but this candle is not closed yet, so that's why this red line didn't move yet. Okay, so once this break down over here, you expect two things. You expect price to come up here and retest the structure, which is also an area of interest. So if you look here in the past, you got the support there, you got support there, I mean, you got support resistance, and you got. I'm sure if we go further, we'll find some door. Here we go. We got support here, and so basically, weekly area of interest right here. And if we go to the daily, if you look, the daily is bearish also, and this is a nice daily area of interest. If you go to the left side, you see here support. I'm sure if we extend here, you see some more. Yeah, you see resistance, support, support. So pretty solid area of interest also. So let's go back to it. So we got our break, we got the retest. We got a nice engulfing candle here on the daily. So I was like, all right, this is cool. This is cool. So let's wait for a little pullback here and get in that trade. So let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. So if you look at the 4-hour time frame, 4-hour went bearish. Okay. I mean, yeah. So we went bearish here. I mean, we were already bearish, basically, and we just created a lower low. So you wait for the lower high potential. Lower, yeah, lower. Sorry, man, the translation in French sometimes I'm always fucking it up. But the lower high potential to continue to the downside. Okay, so what happened here, and we can also use fibs here to give us an idea. All right, cool. So we kind of rejected the golden zone. All right, great, perfect. So now let's go back to the 30-minute. What happened here? What happened? The 30-minute went bullish to have the 4-hour pullback, okay, which is normal. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button, okay? We're trying to build back the audience here. We used to have like hundreds of people, thousands of people live. If you watch the previous show, like the one with the most views, you'll see we were like hundreds of people in the live session. But I did a mistake to take a huge break and come back. So I need your help to, push back the stream and get back the audience. But let's see here. Price went bullish. Okay, so if you look here, we broke that structure, so we went bullish. So we went bullish here, higher high, higher low, higher high, and boom. So now we broke under here, okay, and we went up here. That was beautiful. And honestly, like the best entry would have been like somewhere around here. Okay, I was a little late because I didn't see it. Actually, the best entry would be right here. At the opening of this candle, but I was not watching. We had a doji rejection, which is perfect, and we had the engulfing candle. We can enter right here. I was late in the party, so I was looking at the 1-hour time frame, and I saw this nice engulfing candle. So I was like, all right, cool. Let me wait for the wick up and break the low. So this is something I was using a lot in scalping, and I was like, this is going to be my extra confirmation that we're coming back down. And I waited for that wick to come up and broke the low here, and I entered. Place my stop 5 pips above previous 1-hour structure, meaning that if we break above here, I mean, my trade is invalid because we're going back up. Okay. So yeah, so basically this is where we're going. And 4-hour, I mean, the lower low is right here. So of course I'm going to be watching here because this is going to be a 1 to 30-ish. I'm not interested in that kind of TP. But I know that in the past, this area has been rejected. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it. I'm just going to keep an eye. But goal is going to be to go for a 3 to 1. If I'm not wrong, let's take a look at the daily here. I just want to make sure here. We're weekly. We're good. Yeah. I mean, the minimum I'm watching for is always a 2.5. Okay. So that's always a minimum, which is going to be like around this area right here. Right here. But honestly, the main goal would have been to tap here. That's going to be the ultimate goal. Let's take a look on the daily if we have anything else here to the left. So I guess here, yeah, we got to look those areas, support, those kind of place. Like I think here, we have actually a QP right here? Because usually I like to use the QPs. So if you look here, we got 86. 84, Where's 86, 86, 86? Yeah, or 86. Yeah, I think we can be good. Yeah. So we'll see. We just need to break this low here. This daily low, we need to break it. Okay. So yeah, so that's the trade idea behind it. So I didn't place any TP. I didn't place any TP. But this is the kind of TP I'm looking at. Okay. Obviously we did form support right here, which is kind of, it sucks, but we also have like a nice wick rejection. So again, this is not a setup. This is going to be a B setup. This is also why, I risk it a little less. I risk it 0.5 instead of 1. you know on my A setup, I like to risk 1 or 2%, you know just to give you an idea. Cheers, guys. Now, let me give you a trade idea for the upcoming days. What time is it? Okay. I'm gonna go have to do it fast. Let's see here. Question: how many pairs do you swing? There's a lot of pairs there. Yes. I actually look at the market at the beginning of the week and identify a couple pairs that I'm going to be watching that has the most potential of playing out. Okay. The thing is, while scalping, you want to focus on 1 to 2 pair, maybe 3 max, to maximize that pair and get to know that pair. The problem with swing, not a problem, but the difference with swing is if you only watching one pair. I mean, there's trades that I took that's been waiting for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. There's a trade that I took that I hit an 8 to 1. I actually waited for, I think it was like 7 weeks. Can you imagine if I was only trading that pair? No, it's been crazy. 7 weeks without trading. I'm not addicted, but I would not wait 7 weeks to put in a trade. That's for sure. I'm patient now these days, but not that patient. So that's the difference. So that's why I look at more pairs now these days, because I mean, you just gotta see what's gonna be playing out, and look at those. That's it, and that's all. So I identified the one that has the biggest potential of playing out during the week, and that's the one I put in green, and I take a look at them. So that's a good question. Hopefully that answered it. Boom. Mary, cheers. How you doing, girl? Okay, so let's go over GU. GU is something I've been watching for a little while now. If you look at the weekly is bullish. Okay, so between those two blue lines, we got our high low and our high, and we got price that broke above here, coming down to retest this area. So it's either we're going to reject this area or we're going to come down to the weekly area of interest to come back up. Okay, so if you look to the left, you'll see here we had a pretty good area right here, right here. Actually, I can put it a little, actually it's a little lower, this area right here. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah. So right here, we got this nice little weekly area of interest. And if we look with our fib, this is also in confluence with our golden zone, right here. So which make total sense, a double confluence. So now if you look on the daily, this was the daily golden zone. Now we destroy it. So I'm just going to remove that. Man, there's a hook here. There we go. So price is coming down, but we're still bullish, as you see. We got those two blue lines right here. So we got our high low and our high, and yeah, so price is still bullish. I'm waiting for daily. You see the small body candle here? I mean, I think that the move to the downside now is fading out. So we'll see. If we can get tomorrow's bullish, I think Monday we're going to be able to have a trade. Or let's say a doji here. I think Monday we're going to be able to have a trade. So yeah, so it's a nice trade idea here. The 4-hour time frame is bearish. This is our higher low. This is our lower low. So we need to wait for, because you see we got the weekly bullish, the daily bullish. Now we need the weekly to go back bullish, meaning that price has to go above here, breaking this to continue to the upside. Okay. So this can be a very nice trade idea. NZD/USD, I think this is not good now. ADCHF, we talked about it. USD/CHF, we talked about. GCAD. GCAD is another one that I'm looking. Okay, so we got the weekly. The weekly is bullish. Okay, so GCAD is going to be more like a day trade, maybe 1 day or 2 day max. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button as you come in. Okay, so now let's take a look at the daily. The daily is bearish. Okay, why the daily is bearish? So the daily went up here and we broke above here. Okay, it went bullish, but after that we broke under that low right here, so meaning the price went bearish. Okay, so this is our new lower low. Actually, wait a second, now today close, so we're gonna update this, and this going here, this is our new lower low. Okay, so once price is over there, once what you want is, breaking this area, retest to continue down. So now let's go take a look at the 4 hour, because since we have two time frame in sync, consecutive time frame in sync, meaning the daily and the 4 hour are bearish, we're going to go only for a day trade, not a swing. Okay, so if you look at the 4 hour time frame, so this one might play out tonight. Okay, so the 4 hour is, as we speak, the 4 hour is bullish. Okay, so as you speak, the 4 hour is bullish, but if this next 4 hour close under this area, that means that 4 hour is flipping bearish. So what you want is price to continue maybe a little lower, have a nice pullback here, which is going to be our H4 lower high potential, and now you can take it down. You don't take it down to the 4 hour, but you go down on the 30-minute, meaning that for price to have a pullback on the 4 hour, you're going to have your 30-minute to go bullish. Okay, so this time frame, the 30-minute is going to have to go bullish to have the 4 hour pullback. Once the 30-minute flips bearish with an engulfing candle, this is where you enter. Okay, man, dude, I'm giving you a lot, guys. Dude, you better fucking smash that like button right now. Man, I'm gonna have to run. Man, we got a reservation at a restaurant, country restaurant. Cheers, yeah. But let's see here. We have a question. Hey, bro, how do you identify your strong zone when you get on the chart, and what do you wait for on price reach that level? I think I just explained that. I'm not sure. Hopefully that was clear for you. But how do I identify my, let's say we go to, let's say I'm going to take a random pair here. Let's say AUD GPY, just for fun. Okay, so first thing first, oops, I'm going to do that quick. Okay, so you're going to go on the weekly. Okay, so the weekly time frame, okay, you are bullish. Okay, so we create a higher high, and after that, what you want to check the daily. The daily is bullish. Okay, awesome. So now you're going to go back to the weekly, and you're going to identify the weekly area of interest. That means like an area that has at least 3 touches. Okay, like here, if you see, I identified this weekly area of interest inside the 2 blue zone. Okay, you can identify more than one zone. Actually, there's many zones. Okay, so there's one right here. Here we got resistance, resistance, and I'm sure if we can go to the left here, I'm sure we can find some more. Maybe it's too far. Here we got support at the exact same area. We got another support. So you see, this area is valid also. Okay, so this area is valid also. Actually, this is actually good. I look back at this because I didn't look at AUD GPY for a while, but yeah, so this can be our first weekly area of interest. Okay, and what I like to do is do this, and boom. Okay, I'm gonna extend that a bit. Boom. Perfect. Okay, and you can have also this one right here. But I don't like to load my chart. Okay, so usually what I do is I identify 1 or 2, that has the most chance. I look to the daily, and after that, because the daily can have some different area of interest. Okay, so the daily, we got this one right here. Okay, so we got resistance, support, support right here. So this one is pretty valid also. Okay, so this is, and the other thing is I like to mix with my fib and see, okay, where can I have some rejection? You see this one around the 382, we have a weekly area of interest. That makes sense because we know that on the fib, the 382 can be a nice area that we can reject. Okay, we also have inside that golden zone, we got also a daily area of interest. So that's pretty good, you know. So that's what I like to do to identify my zone where I wanted to retest and go back to the other side. Phew. Man, I'm trying to do that fast, guys, because I gotta run soon. Cheers. Okay, any more questions? Let's see. Hey, you cowboy, hi, yeehaw, yes, sir. Yeah, watch my story. We're going into a country restaurant in a couple of minutes. So yeah, gotta dress up, you know. Okay, I think I answered that. Answer that. Hi, Yuva. Okay, cool. Perfect. Excellent. Make sure to smash the like button, guys. Like I said, we're coming back. We're coming back. And yeah, it was pretty constant now recently. I had a hard time, you know, I had a hard freaking time being constant coming back on First Talk Over because I always had something for businesses and, you know, I was running around. I didn't have too much time. I still don't have too much time. So I'm doing this just for you guys. And like I said, I can stop that any day. But the only reason why I keep doing it, it's just because sometimes I receive a message on my DM there and there and say, hey, man, thank you. It helped me a lot, blah, blah, blah. And this for me is just like, you know what? That's why I do this. You know, I don't do this for clouds or, you know, likes. The only reason why I ask for likes is just to get the stream going so I can help more people. But the rest, I don't give a crap, right? Like I'm 42 years old. Like I keep on repeating. I don't need that, you know, tap on my back and say, "Hey, man, yo, you're so good." You know, I don't give a shit about that. You know, it's just like I just want to help people. So let's see here. Uh, Alan, thanks for answering, bro. You're welcome. And you know what, guys? The best thing is if you come on live session also on Tuesday morning, we break down charts, and sometimes I take trades live with you. Usually, not usually. Back then, I was always taking tried lives. Tried lives. Jesus. Trade lives. My God, Sasha. Okay, so I was always trading live with you because I was scalping. So they were always like having an opportunity to take a trade and being live with you. Now these days I day trade, like kind of swing trade more. So sometimes, you know, opportunity doesn't happen like during the live session, but sometimes it does, you know, sometimes it does. And but anyways, no matter what, I do break down the chart with you guys and letting you know exactly what I'm going to be looking for. So make sure to tune in on Tuesday morning around 7:30. I don't like to have like specific schedule now these days. So make sure you activate notifications. You know next time I go live, okay? Well, guys, I got to run. Thank you so much. Oh, let's see here. We got a last thanks for answering. You're welcome. Okay, here, Lloyd. What do you look for on the lower time frame for entry once price reaches your daily, weekly zone? No worries if you don't have time. Yeah, I'm not. I'm unfortunately, Lloyd. I would love. Usually, I'll spend more time. I don't care. You know, I don't have like specific time. But now we got a reservation, so I got to run. But make sure to come if you're able to come on Tuesday morning. Jump on, and I will go through it. You know, I'll go through it, and I'll go with you. It'll be my pleasure. Okay. So again, guys, I mean, thank you so much for being here. You know, it's always a pleasure to be with you guys, enjoying a nice little drink with you. It's Thursday. It's holiday tomorrow for everyone in Canada. It's Canada Day, so cheers. And hopefully you guys enjoy the weekend. And I see you on Tuesday morning, guys. All right. So take care. Don't do anything stupid. Don't overtrade. Don't revenge trade. Don't do anything crazy, guys. Okay. Just stick with it. Stick with your plan. Trust the process. Okay. Thank you so much and cheers.